In an effort to better serve the needs of the concrete industry, Besser Company and Alpena Community College are proud to present this V3-12 mold installation machine adjustment video. It should be noted that in this video we will not be using a standard stripper head frame on our V3-12, but that the adjustment sequence is universal to all Besser V3-12s. The terms left and right on this video, as with all Besser Concrete Products machines, are referenced as we face the front of the machine. Installing an attachment in a Besser V3-12 block machine is a simple process that should take between 15 and 20 minutes to properly perform. It has to be stressed that lockout procedures must be utilized and strictly adhered to during every stage of this installation and adjustment process. Be sure to refer to the safety manual that accompanied your machine for specific lockout and safety procedures. This Besser mold incorporates amplitude and frequency controlled, or AFC, SmartPack vibrator shafts. This feature utilizes hydraulics to vary the amplitude and frequency controls to regulate the speed of the vibrator shaft to suit end product requirements. With the machine in the stripped through position, lift the vibrator belt guards, open the mold locks, and slide the attachment into the machine. Lower and retract the mold dollies, and close the mold locks. Adjust the tension on the front liner to achieve a snug fit between the mold sidebar and the mold throat liner. The V-belts for the vibrating system can now be installed by first raising the vibrator motors using the screw jacks located on both sides of the machine. Install the V-belts between the vibrating shaft sheaves and the vibrating motor sheaves. Lower the vibrator motors to tension the V-belts. Rotate the vibrator belt guards into place and attach the hydraulic lines. Unlock the block machine panel and initiate the process to lock in the stripper head. On this particular machine, this is achieved by pneumatically driving wedges to provide a secure hold. Run machine to first stop position with the feed box all the way forward. Turn the clutch switch off and stop the drive motor. Vibrate the mold and check for centered position in the machine. The mold is centered when there is approximately 5/8 of an inch between the vibrator bearing blocks and the inside of the machine frame. Use the 1 inch by 5/8 inch gooseneck pry bar to verify this dimension. If the mold is not centered, then loosen the clamp hold in the adjusting screw block. If the mold is off-center to the left, then turn the adjusting screw down in the counterclockwise direction. If the mold is off-center to the right, then turn the adjusting screw up in the clockwise direction. Vibrate the mold between each adjustment to assure the highest level of accuracy. After the mold has been centered, retighten the clamp bolt in the adjusting screw block. Level the mold from side to side and from front to back of the machine until the bottom of the mold sidebars are 5/8 of an inch above the machine throat plates at all 4 checkpoints. If the 5/8 dimension is off from side to side, the adjustment is made using the pallet receiver or spring link rods. If the 5/8 dimension is off from front to back, the adjustment is made on the left side of the machine using the upper pallet receiver guide liners. To raise the front of the mold, loosen the front guide and tighten the back guide. To raise the back of the mold, loosen the back guide and tighten the front guide. To ensure free travel of the mold along the slide shaft, one guide liner should turn freely with a touch of a finger. After making adjustments, vibrate the mold and verify the 5/8 inch dimension. With the automatic feed control in the hand operating mode, run the automatic feed all the way down to the 0 position. With the automatic feed in this position, the apron plate should be 1/8 of an inch above the mold top plate. A putty knife or scraper can be used as a gauge to ensure proper 1/32 inch clearance between the back of the mold top plate and the front of the back apron plate. If this 1/8 inch dimension is not correct, adjustment is made by either raising or lowering the feed box adjusting link arms located at the front of the machine. Adjustment should be made so that the feed box remains level with the mold. At this point, the height pin should be adjusted upward to ensure proper clearance for setting the unit height using the stripper head. Install the agitator grid and the cutoff bar. The gooseneck pry bar is used to compress the cutoff bar spring and install the washers used as spacers. Check the 3-inch dimension between the cutoff bar and the mold fence. If this dimension is incorrect or the cutoff bar is not parallel with the mold fence, adjust the feed box links located at the back of the machine to ensure proper alignment. Cycle the machine until the stripper shoes are in the mold approximately 1/2 of an inch. Place a piece of 3/8 inch key stock on the top of the end liner at the right front corner of the mold. Jog the machine until the top of the stripper shoes are level with the top of the key stock. Check the level with the key stock on the left side. If adjustment is necessary, turn the upper left hand stripper head adjusting link until the stripper shoes become level with the key stock. If the head is not level from front to back, adjustment should be made at the lower adjusting screws on the stripper head frame on the right side of the machine. If the stripper shoes are high in the back, turn the rear guide liner away from the slide shaft and tighten the front guide liner. Reverse this process if the stripper head is high in the front. Again, to ensure free travel of the stripper head frame along the slide shaft, one guide liner should turn freely with a touch of a finger. At this point, the height pins can be lowered until they touch the height stops. We now have 7 5/8 inch from the bottom of the shoes to the pallet. To eliminate excessive mold wear, it is necessary to have proper alignment between the stripper head and the mold. To achieve this, we must release the pneumatic wedges which hold the head in place, vibrate the mold using the hand vibration selector switch, and retighten the pneumatic wedges. Cycle the machine until the mold is just setting on the mold throat. Verify the spring gap at the spring link assembly on the right side of the machine. If the necessary 1/16 to 1/8 inch spring opening is not present, adjust the right hand stripper head adjusting link. To increase spring opening, turn the link rod clockwise. To decrease spring opening, turn the link rod counterclockwise. Count the number of flats turned on the right and duplicate this number on the left to maintain a level stripper head. Cycle the machine to the strip through position. The stripper shoe should protrude through the mold by 1/8 inch. If adjustment is needed, adjust the shock absorbers on both sides of the machine so that the load is evenly distributed. The machine is now in the position that we started from, and in one cycle we have adjusted our Besser V3-12 concrete products machine to produce a saleable unit with the very first pallet.